yo, I went and saw the Sonic movie today because the friend I was going to go with tomorrow on Valentine's Day has to work, so rip. So I just saw it today instead. And I'd like to say that it wasn't completely horrible. My standards for it, or my expectations for it going into it, were very, very low. It's bog standard, but it wasn't like the worst thing ever. Before I go on with this review, I just want to give it like a rating at the start of this. If you aren't a fan of Sonic, it's a C at best. It's like a C, maybe C plus. It's a bog standard, average, like more or less buddy cop movie. It's like two people coming together through their differences to like learn why they should appreciate each other, and they come together and beat the big villain. You've seen this concept a million times in other movies and done better in other movies. In fact, if you want this concept done either better or funnier, go watch that 2011 movie for the guys who made Hot Fuzz and Seth Rogen named Paul, about how it's two guys trying to save an alien getting back to their ship. It's almost a near point for point copy of the same plot. I mean, that movie's funny, so it's fine, I guess, but meh. But yeah, it's just, if you are just want, something to pass the time, it's a C. But if you are a fan of the Sonic and Sonic franchise, honestly, it's like a B minus. It doesn't do anything special. It doesn't do anything all that different that you haven't seen in just about every other buddy cop movie ever, period. But I guess sometimes you don't really have to. Let's talk about the good things about it. Let's see. What's some good pros of it? Oh, at the very start of the movie, it had the Sega logo, and as it's panning out, you see all the other game franchises that Sega owns, and then as I was sitting there looking at them, I was thinking, but Sega, you don't take advantage of like half these franchises anymore. Like, I saw Jet Set Radio Future on one of the panels that they were using, saying, hey, these look at our games, and there was Yakuza and stuff. But then I saw the Jet Set Radio one, the original one for Dreamcast, right? And I'm just kind of sitting there like thinking, but you don't use that franchise. In fact, the last time someone asked to do that franchise, you were like, no. So I always love how video game companies are like, check out all these cool franchises we have. We don't use half of them. Just, why are you just sitting on them then? But whatever. It actually does take place, the start of it takes place, for those who are Sonic fans, in, I'm not sure it's actually Mobius. They don't straight up call it Mobius, but it does take place in a world where you have the echidnas and the hedgehogs, and you have an owl creature where I'm not fully sure she is canon to Sonic lore, but, I'm not going to, like, spoil everything, but this is just the very first few scenes and seconds of the movie. Then you see Baby Sonic. He's all cute and adorable because, the baby craze currently going on. Baby Yoda, Baby Nut, etc., etc. And then he ends up in our real world, as you'd expect from a movie like this. Again, it's just like your everyday alien, fish out of water kind of movie, get him back home kind of thing. One thing they do well, though, is they showcase why Sonic is kind of like this jabbering, hyperactive person, and they actually give a real reason for it besides just because attitude. So that's neat. Sonic and the main co-star guy, whose name escapes me, it's like Tom something. Give me 1 second. I had like the come on, where is it? I had it here somewhere. Do not adjust your set, people. Do not adjust your sets. Sonic movie. No, not Sonic, not Paul cast. I need the Sonic cast. Google, work with me here, please. God, this is unprofessional crap. My lord, I hate iPhones so much. Sonic movie. What's the name of that actor who plays alongside him? It is... Really? Just get me to the person already. James Martinson. There we go. James Martinson. That's his name. The way him and Sonic, Ben Schwartz, are like able to interact with each other as more like the buddy cop thing you see in, once again, every single buddy cop movie is kind of cute. Jim Carrey is flawless as Robotnik. Then again, I think everyone saw that coming. It's Jim fucking Carrey. He's one of those actors that you can more or less put him in any movie, and his raw charisma and just and comedic timing with things will just always do well. I kind of put him up there with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart as just these utterly amazing character actors. So, yeah. What else to say? The animation looks really good. Shame that the animation company that did this movie apparently closed its doors, which is a shame because just the way Sonic interacts and moves along with the world around him, it looks really natural. It doesn't look off-putting. It's like how when remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit way back in the 90s and how the cartoons interacted with the world and how it looked kind of really natural? Same thing here. Sonic doesn't look that out of place. Thank God for that redesign, by the way. But now there's like a morbid, curious side of me who wants to see what this movie would have looked like if we had that Sonic. I can kind of see it in my head already, but it's like how those people who saw Cast just for the morbid curiosity thing, same concept. I kind of want to see the horror movie or nightmare fuel Sonic in this. What else was about it? There's nothing really to say. Again, if you're a fan of Sonic, you're going to enjoy this far more than just a random fan, just a random moviegoer. It's, as far as movie goes, is bog standard. But as a Sonic fan, there's a lot of little things that you notice in the movie that really kind of fit. Like how it's kind of cute that he's reading the Flash comics. It's really nice that one of the times, like when he's fighting Robotnik later in the movie, he does a little pose that's that's as more or less as close as we're to get to the adventure pose that you always see him doing, where he has like his hand between his legs and he's like doing up a sign, stuff like that. There are 2 after credit scenes, and if you're a fan of Sonic, you more or less know what's gonna pop up in the after credit scene. It's blatantly obvious. In fact, the fact that I'm even saying there's an after credit scene, if you're a fan of Sonic in the Sonic universe and Sonic series, you already know what's gonna happen in the after credit scene. But yeah, that's it. It was just an okay movie. I like Detective Pikachu more, but again, I kind of rested in the same kind of position that I would when it came to Detective Pikachu, where it was an okay movie, but if you were a fan of said series, you liked it more. Same concept. It's an okay movie, but if you're a fan of this character and this franchise, you're going to like it more. I'm really surprised that these directors and whoever's making the decisions up there at the top took all the negative criticism and feedback they got and actually ran with it. Pun. But anyway, they ran with it and actually did the proper thing of fixing what was likely going to be a trash fire. So that's really good. I wish more companies and just general people in general did that. Nothing really else to say about it. It's okay. It's okay. It gives me hope that we'll get more live or just get more video game movies that are decent, because the track record so far has been pretty meh at best. So if we get actually good video games to movies, I'm always down. I wouldn't pay to see it full price again unless I'd go with friends, but I didn't hate my time. Again, see if you aren't a fan of the Sonic, B- if you are a fan of Sonic. Go watch it, and yeah. That being said, for anyone out there watching, thank you. I want you to have a good morning, evening, day, or night, wherever you're at. But for right now, I'm out. Later.